friends. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary and high school age. Today is going to be a week of daily plans. I follow a weekly plan with me with a week of daily plans, but I did not even do any weekly planning this week. That's not entirely accurate. I did make a giant to-do list. It's VBS week, and typically all of my kids are out of the house and my husband also volunteers. However, this year my husband and youngest daughter are going to be at VBS. My older two have some other projects that they are working on this week. And so this is my big week to finish up my homeschool planning, to kind of get the house in order before we start our new homeschool year in July, and then have a couple of weeks of just rest. I have done a lot of resting in June as well. If you've watched any of my recent videos, you will know that I had shingles for the second time in May and the beginning of June. So I was not doing a ton of stuff then, but I have a whole lot on my list for this week. I'm actually not entirely sure how to plan this week because I honestly am not sure. Usually I'm much better at making sure I have like kind of a theme for each day of the week of what I'm going to focus on. Not a theme, a focus for each day, but I did not get that far in my planning. I just made a bunch of lists. This weekend I was able to cross off cleaning out Emma's bedroom as well as getting the majority of the basement finished, so I don't have to focus on those two areas this week, which is really good. But I was kind of thinking that I would be doing the basement today, so I'm just not sure. So let's see how it goes. This is the last week in my 2023-2024 daily duo, and I can't wait to move into the new one. I'm using the A5 starting the first week in July. Plus there's new pages in the new daily duo, so I do have to figure that out this week. This week I have my monthly reset on Thursday, so there's lots of stuff to do. Okay, so I'm going to put Monday reset here. Even though my house is pretty much in order, I just want to make sure that everything is tidied so I'm not thinking about things that are kind of out of place. Today, one thing that if you have watched my week of daily plans or weekly planning for like, I think the past couple of months, I have put my game closet on the list like every single video, and it is still not done. That's not entirely true. It was kind of tidied, which is good, but I want to go through it and throw away some of the junk that is in there. I did check in with Patreon this morning. I did check in with Maine Homeschool Network. Email for later this week. I need to go to the bank. And then I do want to film a bunch of stuff today. Oh, I don't know if I should film today or tomorrow. You know what? I'm not gonna put film today. I am going to vlog today. I'm also doing a day in the life over in my Patreon band group, which is like a private, it's similar to like a Facebook group, but in an app called Band, and you need an invitation link to join, so it's more secure and private, etc. I was up at 5:30 this morning, and that was good, but it wasn't the best because I did not sleep great last night. We had some crazy storms come through, and we actually had tornado watch, which doesn't happen very often, and we don't typically get any tornadoes, but it's still a little concerning being in Maine and having a tornado watch. So this is going to be VBS block. So what I want to get done has to be done pretty much between 8 and 12. I thought I would go outside for a walk this morning, but if I do that, number one, I have to get Lucy ready to go. So I need to do that way earlier if I'm going to do that. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think what I need to do today is I need to sit down and go through my homeschool books. I also need to organize all of the instructor's guides that I have, and then print out some additional materials, and then coil bind or put those in a 3-ring binder for my kids. I'm not entirely sure yet. I think that I just need to do these 3 things today and see how that goes because if I don't get these 3 things done, the rest of my week is going to be kind of crazy. Now, it's possible that this will not take me too long. I have already organized all of the homeschool books and they are on my shelves. So those are all finished, but I need to start going through them for the first like 6 weeks or so. I need to kind of go through all of the instructor's guides and just familiarize myself with all the materials and what's expected each day and just kind of do that. So I think that if I can get those things done, that would be really good. The other thing that I would like to do is start to brainstorm July goals. This is the last week of the second quarter. I do not do my summer season as July through September. I actually do it June through August. So if you're interested in seeing my summer goals refresh, I will leave that linked in the description box. But I need to figure out what I'm going to work on for July and make sure that all of my June projects are finished. I also need to finish the HB90 system and then figure out if I'm going to do a Kanban board. I have a lot of sticky notes, but I don't have a lot of small sticky notes, which is what she recommends. And I don't know if I have enough in like 3 different colors. So I may want to do some sort of just list. I don't know if I need like a Kanban board the way that Sarah Cannon describes it. I feel like it would be helpful and it would be a good visual reminder, but I feel like I almost do better with my project lists, which I've been using this from Cultivate What Matters, and I just ignore the categories here, but I just write all of my action steps, and then if there is a due date, what the due date is, and then I check it off as they get done. So I really like this. I think it's maybe $9. It's pretty inexpensive, and there's a lot of sheets on here if you're interested in that. But I also have these project planning pages inserts that I got with this A5 ring agenda from Erin Condren that I think would also be helpful, either something like this or these goal pages with the goal and then it says action step, but I think of those as projects, and then I could break down the projects. I don't know what I'm talking about, but there's a lot of stuff that I need to figure out with the HB90 goal system for my work goals. So maybe I'll have a chance to work on those as well. I don't think the weather is going to be that nice today, so we will see. I will be able to do more this afternoon. You know, my kids, we're still on vacation for a few more weeks. Work tasks. It's like 7:15 right now. I'm counting my planning as part of a work task at the moment. Then I am going to put passion projects. I'm putting passion projects because homeschool planning typically does fall under my passion projects category in my power sheets, but this will give me the ability to do homeschool planning and potentially goals. I don't know if this will be all homeschool planning or if I will be really efficient this morning and get it done. I'm gonna put get ready here. I would like to be ready before Matt and Lucy leave, just so that I can get right into working. Update my book journal. I should have put my dailies up at the top. My dailies are floors, vacuum, surfaces, and office desk. Potentially I could get to my office closet this afternoon. I think that might be pushing it. I need to take chicken out of the freezer for dinner. This is my work color, and I actually need to start filming the family workbook, and that is this. It teaches you how to kind of have like a weekly meeting and work towards goals as a family. It has a lot about like vision statements and character qualities or core values that your family holds, etc. So I'm really excited to start working on this with my membership community. So I need to kind of go through this. That's going to be starting in July if you're interested, and that is where I'm going to leave off this morning. Oh, you know what? I also have to go to the post office. We'll see. We'll see how today goes. I think that after I get through today, I'll have a better understanding of what I need to do for the rest of the week. But I kind of feel like if I can get this homeschool planning stuff done, the rest of the week will be a little bit easier. So I'll check in a couple of seconds and let you know how everything went. Happy Tuesday, friends. Yesterday was quite a good day. I got pretty much everything done except I decided not to work on my office closet. I did organize some of the instructor's guides. I printed the homeschool stuff that I needed to print and I bound that. I also went through a lot of the books to kind of see where I want to go next with homeschool planning, which is kind of my next step. I have to fill out all of these boxes with the books that I want to read in the particular months. I wasn't sure that yesterday was going to be a productive day because pretty much as soon as I got ready for the day, I was just kind of like tired and not really motivated to do any projects. And I have so many projects this week, but we pulled it off. I spent a good amount of time yesterday afternoon brainstorming July goals. I did write brainstorm here. I'm not sure if I clarified that yesterday or not. I didn't actually write down my July goals yet. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want to work on. I didn't do as much of the work stuff that I wanted to do, but it was still a good day. So today I was up at 5:15 to do my morning routine, and then I actually went out for a walk at 6:30 this morning, so I'm going to write that here. Walk and get ready. And it is about 8:15 now, so I'm going to just put that through there. Today is actually going to be a filming day, and I have a bunch of filming to do. I'm trying to do more batch filming for content. It's a little challenging sometimes to get all of this stuff together, but that is my hope for today, to do a lot of filming while Lucy is at VBS. Okay, then today I also have to do my dailies. I have laundry to do, film here, probably until everybody gets home at 12. We'll put lunch here, and we will put passion projects here. And passion projects, it's really going to depend on how this morning goes. I do actually need to write out my July goals today. So I need to set up my daily duo because this one, which I think I mentioned yesterday, this is the last week of this one. So there's a lot of new stuff in here. We have the dashboard page, we have the full line page, and then we have this either weekly overview or weekly review page. I'm so unsure how I'm going to use it. I have some ideas, but also at the same time, I'm just not sure. I'm thinking about using this for home management tasks instead of having them maybe listed in here. I honestly don't know. I've always used this page for brain dump space, but I don't know if I need two sides for brain dump space. I don't do memory keeping in here, so we'll see how it goes. And honestly, could I have used this for my work planner instead of getting that A5 ring agenda? Because I don't use the monthly calendar in the daily duo, but I also need more note space. That's something to consider. That is something to consider. Okay, so I need to set up my daily duo. That's something that I have to figure out. I want to chat with Emma about setting up her planner. She is using the 7x9 compact vertical planner this year for her school planning and project planning and stuff. That's something that we still partner together. I'm still helping her figure out how to do time management and things like that, setting up goals and projects and all of that stuff. So this week, again, my monthly reset is on Thursday, so I would like to say that on Thursday I would sit down and set up her planner with her, but I'm not sure. It might be Friday. We'll see. So I want to just talk with her about some of the pages that are in the calendar, like all the notes pages and the dashboard, and just, yeah. So hopefully I can do that today too. And then I want to work on homeschool planning. I need to start getting all of those books into my teacher planner, which I just said to you, passion projects probably until 4, and then make dinner. Today I don't have anything really on my cleaning, my like weekly cleaning tasks besides my dailies. So that's good. I know that I've mentioned this in several of my Plan With Me's. I have kind of adapted the weekly cleaning tasks from the Passionate Penny Pincher home planner into what I need to do weekly. And so I've assigned different days, different things, different tasks to different days. And it is completely based on how our homeschool year runs. So in the summer months, when I have more time to do cleaning tasks, I'm still not filling that time with those weekly tasks. I'm choosing other projects to work on, because once we get back into our homeschool rhythm, it's just easier on the days that we have heavier homeschool days for me not to have tasks. And I'm trying to build the habit. It's not quite there yet. And actually, one of my goals this month is to get the kids' chore calendar set up and giving them some of those weekly tasks, which is something that I'm going to finish up on my monthly reset day. So that's where I'm going to leave off here this morning. I did already check in with Patreon, and I did check in with Maine Homeschool Network, so that is good. I do have a video that I need to share. I did my Erin Condren Life Planner move-in video. Guys, it was a hot mess, but I'll leave a link for it in the description box if you're interested. That's my vertical weekly planner, and it was crazy. Anyways, so that's where we're going to leave off. Actually, let me highlight some stuff. The highlighters are not necessary, but sometimes it's just fun. I have nothing for dinner. What am I gonna make for dinner tonight? I might have hamburger in the freezer. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna make for dinner. I have to figure that out. Okay, here's Tuesday. Happy Wednesday, friends. Let's see. I have to let you know that yesterday I did do quite a bit of filming in the morning, which was good. And then I honestly spent the majority of the afternoon going through homeschool planning. I was going through book lists and figuring out which books are the ones that we are definitely going to do in different months. And it took quite a bit of time. I did look at my July goals a little bit, but I didn't actually write them out. I totally forgot to do laundry because I wasn't even looking at my plan yesterday. I did not set up my daily duo. I think I'm actually going to do this on Sunday because I'm not really setting up any of the calendar or the dashboard. I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. And then this, I'm planning on using this overview for home management and food and stuff, and my normal brain dump list. So there's not like a ton that I have to set up in here. So I'm really unsure how I'm going to share that with everybody, if I will just do it through week of daily plans like this, or if I will do a separate video, I'm not sure. So I really didn't do that. I did not talk to Emma about the notes or dashboard pages of her planner, and I didn't do the laundry. I actually just put laundry in right now. It is Wednesday. It's the last Wednesday of June, and it is also the last Wednesday of the second quarter, which is kind of crazy. I was up at 5:30. It's like 8:15 right now. So I did my AM routine, and then I did some work tasks, and then at 6:30, see, I don't know how to use these lines when I am up before 6 a.m. I don't obviously want to relabel them, but I do wish that this started at 5 instead of 6, but I guess then you wouldn't have enough space down here. Anyways, so I did go out for a walk and get ready until 8, and then they were just leaving for VBS. So I was doing that. I'll be home at 12. This morning, gosh, I really feel like I need to sit down and do more homeschool planning, and I kind of want to get the homeschool bins put together. I don't know if that's realistic though. So I'm going to put, let's see, I will put laundry. You can probably hear my washer going right now. I'll put my dailies. I need to put homeschool planning. I did check in with Patreon this morning and Maine Homeschool Network, so that is good. I need to work on the family workbook some more. I don't know if I already mentioned that or not. I'm currently going through and trying to finish up the family workbook so I can do some videos for my membership community. Where is that? I'll share it with you. Which is right here. It I think that I may have mentioned this earlier in the week, but it goes through creating a vision for your family, and it has all kinds of like goal setting pages. It's an undated planner, and it has these family meeting pages, which I'm really excited to be using once we start our homeschool year. I will not probably use the calendar, but I will use the family meeting. I do a Monday meeting with my kids every week for our homeschool, and this is just going to be talking about just a little bit more, including maybe some teaching stuff, which even though it's for homeschool, I mean like character qualities and personal development and chores and Bible and stuff. So I have to work on this a little bit more. I think that tomorrow it's actually supposed to rain, which is my monthly reset day. Here's my dilemma. I need to record some videos. Mainly, I'm gonna write them down now because I will forget. First day of school traditions, the slow start video, how to do a slow start for your homeschool year, as well as what we're planning for this school year, and then those family workbook videos. But I also have my monthly reset day tomorrow where I need to do all of my calendars and stuff. Here's my thinking. Because Lucy will be gone in the morning for VBS, I might be able to just power through my planner stuff. I think that I pretty much have everything set up in, as far as switching to the new planners that start in July. So I don't have a ton of mid-year updates, I don't believe. So maybe it won't take me so long, and I will be able to do my monthly reset and get these videos done. And if it's raining tomorrow, I would rather be doing videos tomorrow instead of today, because today it's going to be beautiful and I want to go outside. So I'm going to do homeschool planning. Oh yeah, I need to do the other one that I need to do is my July goals. So I need to write out my goals today. I just need to do this. I need to do a Target pickup order. I don't know if I'll be able to pick that up tomorrow, because if I'm doing my monthly reset, recording some videos, and then I have my live stream in the afternoon, I don't think I'm gonna have time tomorrow to get a Target order, but I need to put one together because I have a bunch of stuff that I need. All right, so I'm going to put homeschool planning here, even though it's gonna be 8:30 by the time I finish this. And I'm actually hungry, so you know what? I'm gonna put homeschool planning here until 11. I'm gonna put breakfast, and then I am going to do, what else am I going to do? I'm gonna do my goals outside. This is all really passion project stuff. Lunch, I have no idea what I'm gonna do for lunch today. I don't know what I'm gonna do this afternoon. It's going to really depend on how much homeschool planning I get done. And right now, what I'm working on is actually going through the books that we're going to be using the first 6 weeks or so. So reading through all of the notes and in the instructor's guides, just kind of getting an idea of which subjects we're going to start with. I think that we're probably going to hold off on the government economics and personal finance course until after Jack's birthday in August, and then start that course. So I think we'll probably start with like English and math, and Lucy will be doing her science intensive summer stuff. I think that's what I'm going to be working on. So you know what? I will put homeschool planning here again, because I have quite a bit to do before I pack up the kids' homeschool bins. Maybe I'll get to that this afternoon. I'll write it down. It's always possible. And then if I do that, I do want to also record that. I want to vlog today, but honestly, I don't know if there's going to be that much to share. So we will see. Okay. Let's do highlighters then. What I'd really like to do is go to the coffee shop and get a cold brew. I don't know if I should really do that or not. I probably should try and save some money. All right, goals will be passion projects color. Probably should have used my ruler today. Now, you would think that I'm not doing any home management stuff, but I am. It's just within these blocks of time, I will take 5 minutes to switch over the laundry. The kids are doing a lot of my dailies this week, and actually that's something I can put down too. I put together the kids' chore calendar earlier this week, I think on Monday maybe, but I need to put it in the Google Cal and then print it, because everybody has a color and I color code things. I just put the task in Google Cal and then print it out and put it on the refrigerator. That's very easy. Okay, here's Wednesday. We'll see how it goes. Happy Thursday, friends. I had a good day yesterday, but I did not get a lot of this stuff done. I knew that I would not get some of it done, but that's okay. I had to list it anyways. I did quite a bit of homeschool planning yesterday. In fact, I sat outside the majority of the day and was just going through instructor's guides and books and trying to figure out schedules and how we're going to manage things. Our first kind of session for the homeschool year is going to be broken up by a couple of weeks off because of different various events that are happening. And so it's a little bit different than what I typically do. So years ago, when we would start, we would just go straight from, July right through to Thanksgiving. And then a couple of years ago, I decided to do a 6 weeks on, 1 week off schedule. And so we would do 6 weeks of focused work, or mom homeschool as I call it, and then 1 week of passion projects. And that week of passion projects was when I would do a lot of home management projects and other things that I needed to get done that I really just don't have time for when we are actively homeschooling. It's just a lot. So this year, however, we're going to do like a few weeks, and then we're going to take a week off, and then we're going to do a few more weeks and take a week off, and then we're going to do a few more weeks and then take a week off. So this is where, when we call ourselves year-round homeschoolers, it really works out, because you only have to do like 15 homeschool days each month in order to come up with your 180 days of school for the year. Maine only requires 175, but a lot of states require 180. And so when you think of it that way, it's a little bit easier to manage thinking about, oh, okay, we only have to do 15 days out of 30 or 31. So anyways, I did a lot of homeschool planning yesterday, and I feel really good about how things are going. I have not done my first weekly plan, and I'm kind of considering whether or not I want to do like the first 3 weeks of homeschool planning in my Erin Condren teacher planner, but I haven't decided that. I probably will not, because inevitably what happens is something comes up and it throws our schedule off, because I'm very, very particular about all of the times that we're going to be homeschooling within our homeschool block. And so especially because we homeschool during the summer months, when public school kids are out, if the kids' friends want to get together or they have a pool day or something like that, we want to be able to take advantage of it. So when we're doing things is always shifting. And so if I write it out ahead of time, that won't work very well. So that's why it's part of the reason I only do weekly planning. Okay, anyways, I had a good day yesterday. This morning, guys, it is 9:30. It is my monthly reset day, which is awesome. I woke up at 5:30, and then I decided to lay back down and woke up at 8. And I don't feel bad about it, because one of my focuses this month, and actually it's going to continue to be a focus in July, is rest. If you heard any of my May or early June videos, I had shingles for the second time. And so I'm really trying to focus on rest and reducing my stress levels and just taking time for enjoyable things, not always trying to be productive with every second of every day. I wear a lot of hats, and so when I have downtime, I usually fill it with something: work task, home management task, kid task. I don't really sit to just sit all that often. And so I'm trying to work on that, and June was really, really good. It's going to continue over into July. So I wanted to lay back down, and if I had laid there for 10 minutes and did not fall asleep, I would have gotten up again, but I fell back asleep. So that is what it is. Although one of the problems is when I do that, I don't feel very awake once I get up, because you're not really going through like a full cycle of sleep. So anyways, today is my monthly reset day, and we are getting off to a super late start. I did my very quick morning routine and get ready, and I did not go out for a walk this morning, which is unfortunate, although I think that the weather is going to be nice today. Yesterday it said it was going to rain. The weather in Maine is just all over the place, so maybe I will go out for a walk later this afternoon, or maybe I will walk on the treadmill. I don't know. I'm going to finish my planning, and then I'm going to make some breakfast for myself, and then I'm going to work on my monthly reset. And technically this is also a quarterly reset, although I did the majority of my quarterly reset tasks at the end of May because I shortened the spring season for my goals. And so I started to think about all of those quarterly reset things back in May. And so I'm kind of finished with the majority of that stuff. Like, I set up my life planner already. I've already set up my teacher planner. I have done my quarterly goals refresh. I've really done most of the quarterly setup things that I need to do as far as moving into new planners and such. So I don't know how much I'm going to have for quarterly stuff today. I am still working through the HB90 system from Sarah Cannon, which I've talked about quite a bit recently, and that is a project management goal setting system that I'm trying to use for my work goals, but I realize that I need to spend some time tracking time to see how long things take me, so that I can have a better understanding. This first quarter using that system is really just going to be more about tracking and seeing what fits where. I do work within time blocks, but I do not get so focused on the particular tasks. I just have like a 2-hour block of time and try and get as much as done within that 2-hour block of time that I can. Anyways, that probably doesn't make all that much sense to you guys, but you know me, I'm just going to keep chatting. So I'm going to put my monthly reset until 3. I will take a break in here for lunch, but I'm just going to have this whole block of time to work on all of my calendars and thinking tasks. I'm working on some projects for work as well, so I have a little bit of filming to do in here. All right, so monthly reset, I need to do my family calendar, my personal calendar, which this will be the first month that I'm actually supposed to be using the life planner. I actually, well, you know that I've started this life planner. It's an 18-month planner, and I started it in May this year. And then I realized that I use the monthly calendars for May and June instead of October and November. So if I have future planning stuff for those months, which is the real reason that I get the 18-month calendar, that's going to be a problem. But anyways, it is what it is. Okay, so my life planner, I am going to look at the Daily Duo and see if I can maybe set it up. I don't know if I really have anything that I need to necessarily set up for that before my normal daily planning. We'll see. I don't use the monthly calendar or the dashboard pages in that planner, but we'll see. We'll see. I also want to work a little bit on my work goals, which technically doesn't need to go on this to-do list, but I'm going to put it there. I want to update my book journal. There are a bunch of books coming out in July that I want to read, and so I want to see about those. Our library, I mentioned this in another video, our library is having some contract dispute with the Interlibrary Loan Service. Well, all of the libraries in our state that participate in this library service are in a contract dispute. So I don't know what that means, except that we can't do interlibrary loan all summer. I think that it's hopefully will be cleared up by September, hopefully, because I was going to rely on the library for some extra books for some of our courses. But anyways, so I need to look at the book journal and update Goodreads and see if I can find any of those books and decide if I want to purchase some of them or if I just want to wait. I don't know. Okay, and then let's see. I did my July goals already, which is usually something I do here. And then I'll put homeschool planning too, because there's always homeschool planning that can be done. I did check in with Patreon and Maine Homeschool Network this morning. My Facebook group is very quiet right now, most likely because it's summer, and I kind of was thinking, well, maybe I should just take the next couple of weeks off from Facebook. I'm really holding to my communication routine with Facebook right now, so I probably don't need to put it into pause mode at the moment and I will just go in first thing in the morning and later in the day and approve posts. So I will put HB90 down here as well. I need to do more with the family workbook, which I did not do yesterday. I need to film my July goals. So usually I will film my June update and then immediately sit down and do my goals with you on camera. But last month and this month, I did them not on camera, and then I'm just going to share them with everybody. And I really do like to share my process of thinking through, okay, how much time do I have? What projects do I really want to work on in the next month? But I think that it was good for me to just sit down and kind of flesh out what I wanted to work on in July. I don't have a ton of time in July to work on things because we start our homeschool year again. So that's really the focus. This is what I'm going to leave off with today. No, I'm gonna put dailies down. I would like to do an office tidy. My tasks for today are washing the sheets. I don't know if I'm gonna get to that today or not because of my monthly reset day. Let's see, what else? I think that's where I'm going to leave off. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave off. I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. Probably be like pasta. That would probably be good. So this is Thursday. I'm not even gonna highlight anything because it's so late in the morning. I just need to get to work. But the first thing that I need to do is clean up the kitchen and be able to sit down and lay everything out on our dining room table. Happy Friday, guys. I will let you know that yesterday I really did not do much of anything. After I recorded the video, well, I woke up late, obviously, and I got ready and I ate breakfast, and then I wasn't really feeling well. So unfortunately, I didn't do all that much of my monthly reset. I did do my personal planner, which is good, and I looked at my book journal, so that was good. But I also did the kids' daily habit trackers, which I did during my live stream. And then I have my live stream at 2:30, which I did not even think about yesterday when I put my plan together. And I did also do the CSA, so I did do some things. After I recorded my plan yesterday morning, I realized, oh, I have the CSA today as well, so I had to do that. And processing all of those vegetables actually takes quite a bit of time to make sure that they last for the full week. So here we are, Friday, and it is 9:30. It is the last Friday of the month, which I'm very excited about. I'm excited to start the month of July. I think that it's going to be a really good month, hopefully. I really need to finish my monthly reset stuff, mainly the family calendar for next month. Although I was looking at my schedule for next month, and I don't think we have a whole lot going on, which is obviously really nice for me, but there were a few things that I had forgotten about that I remembered this morning and need to record on the calendar. But I think that the month as a whole is going to be pretty low key so that we have a lot of opportunity to kind of do what we want when we want. So that is good. We also have VBS concert this morning. So I'm actually not going to have all that much time this morning. I did sleep in, well, I slept until 7. I'm not really sure. I did my AM routine and work tasks, and then I just took a shower. So that is good. Breakfast, I need to make breakfast, and then I might do monthly reset stuff here just before we leave at 11. This afternoon, I really don't know what I'm going to be doing. I did check in with Patreon. I did check in with Maine Homeschool Network. I would like to work a little bit more on the family workbook. That's probably what I'm going to have to do this afternoon, is do some editing. And also, I did not film my July goals yesterday because I was just really tired. So I need to do that so that I can post it on Monday. I'm gonna put film here. And then tonight we have the waterfront concert, which I think Matt will take the kids to, but I don't know if I will go. It will just really depend on how I'm feeling. What else can I work on today? I think that is all that I'm going to put. I may come in and add some other stuff later, but for right now, this is all I'm going to put. I'm supposed to be washing the floors today. I'm not going to do that. I'm also supposed to be washing the sheets, but I'm not going to do that because we're going to be leaving in an hour and a half and I won't have time to get that all done before I leave. So either I will do that this afternoon or I will wait until tomorrow and work on it tomorrow. I think it's going to rain like tomorrow and Sunday, so it'll be a good weekend to do some inside projects. Okay, so this is my Friday, and I will check in this afternoon and let you know how everything went. Okay, friends, it is Friday afternoon, and I did get most of the stuff done that I needed to do. I still have not filmed my July goals, and it's about 4 o'clock right now. I'm not going to do this today. It's going to be something that I work on tomorrow. And I also need to set up my new daily planner for July, which I'm super excited about, starting the new daily duo and sharing that with you once I start using it. So I'm going to wrap up here. Is there still more time? Could I work on some of the filming that I did not get done? Mainly the July goals and some editing? Yes, but what I'm actually going to do is sit down and do some reading and get everybody ready to go to the concert tonight. It's going to be a little bit cooler. It's been really warm here in Maine, but it's going to be a little bit cooler tonight, so need to make sure that we have some warmish clothes and sweatshirts and stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this little peek into my big homeschool planning week, this VBS week. If you are interested in coming and checking out what we're working on with the family workbook and family meetings over my membership community, that link will be in the description box. Thank you again so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.